Good morning, friends. Sunny morning, it seems like, for most of you. I suppose dropping in the weather reports. So, here we are in the midst of this floating world. The world can seem so solid, the world of space and time and objects. It's mostly how the world appears to us. What's the world? Oh, it's the world of space. It defines. It's very interesting. What's the world? Because we think it's an obvious answer or a single answer. I say the world, and maybe you think of the globe, the world, that blue-green ball in space, hurtling through the vastness with us going about our lives on it. The world can be many, many different things. We live in all kinds of different worlds. We live in a world. Sometimes the world is made, literally the substance of the world is made of fear or made of anger. And my whole world is just, I'm angry or I'm fearful. Or the world seems like it's made of beauty. So when we think of the abstract, we say, the world, that blue-green ball, that isn't made of beauty or made of anger. Right? No, but experientially, that's not really where we live. Where we live is in the world of sankhara, right? Sankhara, the world of habits, the world of energetic constructions, right? The world of our own making, really. And of course, I don't want to go too far in that, into some, idea, extreme idea of, you create your own reality, and then that goes into all kinds of nonsense. Like the kind of just, imagining what you want and you can create it. And then, anything unfortunate that happens to you, you're somehow responsible for that as well, etc. But just experientially, moment by moment, right? Well, it's like an inquiry. In what way, right? In what way right now are your own habits and assumptions and projections colouring your sense of the world? Right? Because how the world appears to you tells you not so much about the world, it tells you mostly about how you're perceiving. That's that famous, beautiful line by Anais Nin, right? We see the world not as it is, but as we are. We colour the world with our perceptions and assumptions and expectations, projections. The world forms, our sense of the world forms out of what we're attuning to, what we're expecting, what we're looking for, what we're braced against, what we're thinking about. So all of that is the world. And so on the one hand, we wake up and we say, the world looks sunshiny this morning. The world of time and space and objects, right, which we're most familiar with. But, then when we sit in meditation, in some way the world disappears, right? You close your eyes or you lower your gaze, and time and space and objects change, rather. And actually what we're attuning to is a world of consciousness and breath and energy. Just the movement, the dance of sensation, etc. So that's the world. So we meet in the world right now. What's this world? It's the world of presence. And we meet here. And the internet, of course, is a really interesting expression of that. Each in our own place, in terms of the world, this blue-green ball. We're all in very different places, but in the world of connection, in the world of presence, here we are. Here we are. We're in a shared world in some ways. And without trying to figure that out philosophically, it's just what if you could just let that be true? Oh, here we are, meeting, sharing, connecting. Oh, and then this sense of the world becomes more permeable, more available. Right? A world that is less bothered about time and space, or at least not less bothered, less defined, less contained by time and space and objects. And it's a great blessing, actually, to settle into a sense of the world which is more malleable, more spacious, right? Where more is available, where being with someone like this, being with each other, we can actually have that sense really of not just being in the world of time and space and objects, me in my room and you in your place. No, we can sense a world that can sort of soften and open and expand, so that here we are together, and sensing the realness of that, the depth of that, the wonder, the beauty of that. All right, I've spoken for a while about the world, and I said yesterday that I would speak about. I wonder if I might leave it till tomorrow now so that I could give it a little more time. I said we would speak about this tension between, or at least the interweaving of anupadana, right, non-clinging, letting go, and then exploration, inquiry, investigation. And the sort of twin aspects of that in a meditative practice: when to let go, what to let go of, and when to inquire, what needs inquiring. I mean, the simple thing is, if you can let go, let go. If that works, that's the most simplest, direct path to ease and freeness. Let go. Just drop it, drop it, drop it. Like Ajahn Chah says, let go a little and you'll have a little peace. Let go a lot and you'll have a lot of peace. Let go completely and you'll know complete ease and freedom here and now. So if you can let go, please let go. The example Buddha gives, right, is somebody holding a hot coal. You don't stop to inquire into why is it hot? What made it hot? Just exactly how hot is it? No. If you're holding a hot coal that's burning, you drop it. You drop it. Let go. Let go. And sometimes we get caught in inquiry, oh, why is this happening to me? And what does it mean? And whose fault is it? Like, just drop it. Drop the contraction. Drop the story. What we were calling yesterday, the tension, relaxing the tension and dissolving the drama. That's letting go. Relaxing the tension and seeing all the mind production, the drama, and leaving them alone. Leaving them alone. Yeah. Another example Buddha gives is it's as if one has been shot by an arrow. Right? So this is dropping the coal is more just a direct, dropping. And then the example with the arrow is a little more active. As if one has been shot with an arrow and one refuses to just pull the arrow out until one knows who made the arrow, where was it shot from, etc., etc. What wood is it made from? No, that's not the imperative. The imperative is that which is causing us pain, to remove it. Oh. Right. So, that if you can, the important thing is if you can let go, let go. Try that first. Because sometimes that's enough. Many times that's enough. Beautiful song by Leonard Cohen, right? The Smoky Life. And there's this line, he says, don't argue now, it's getting late. There's nothing to investigate. It's light enough to let it go. So a lot of that which we suffer over, actually, even though we make it heavy, we make it intense, if we really know it's light enough to let it go. Oh, please become an expert in letting go. What if the orientation of our life was about letting go of unnecessary tensions and unhelpful dramas? Oh. And then, sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you let go of something, but it won't let go of you. Because you haven't understood that which is keeping it going. You haven't understood the sankhara, the habit-forming tendency, the belief that you have. Right? You have the belief that, oh no, I need to remain fearful about that. I have the belief, that people are fundamentally untrustworthy. Whatever it is. So things that are long formed in childhood, right, that have become strong beliefs and strong behavioural patterns. Things that have become strong beliefs and strong behavioural patterns, usually you can let go and let go and let go, but they keep coming back and coming back and coming back. And that's where, so when letting go doesn't work, when you let go, but it just reconstitutes, or you let go, but you feel like you haven't really let go, there's still friction. That's when you need, so how come? What does this remind me of? You go into the actual sense of contraction or tension or fear. Some signs that you need to inquire are there's strong emotion, anger, sadness, hurt, resentment, or there's some doubt or confusion. Doubt and confusion are good signs that some inquiry is needed. So if you look to your state and there's no clarity in the state and there's no ease in the state, aha! Inquiry might be necessary. Letting go generally leads to some clarity and some ease. No clarity and ease, more confusion, doubt, hurt, and then the inquiry. Maybe tomorrow I can speak a little bit more about, what inquiry is, or how to inquire, how to inquire without just getting caught up in a lot of ideation about what and why, etc. What I like to call kinesthetic inquiry, feeling more fully into what's happening, opening to what's happening. All right, so two little things before we start meditating. Caroline, the title of the song is The Smoky Life. It's from the 1979 album called Recent Songs. There you go, there's that. Don't argue now, it's getting late. There's nothing to investigate. It's light enough to let it go. And George, I saw somebody talking about having trouble getting here. Was it Caroline says she had trouble with a 404, and Eleanor texted me yesterday to say that she'd had the same thing. So there's something in somewhere in the links, the page links to get in, that are causing a bit of trouble this week. So maybe you could investigate that. There is something to investigate. And then Patty as well. So there's something going on. So maybe you or Jake or whoever can do that. And Adam. All right. Plenty of people are having a little trouble getting in. And Jane and Lizzie. All right. So friends. What if we were to assume this morning that most of what we struggle over can just be softened, can be relaxed, can be released, can be dropped. We'll meditate like that, as if mostly things can be softened and released, as if mostly we can just be. And the key to letting go in that is an inner climate, an inner atmosphere of gentleness, right? You can't force relaxation. Letting go isn't pushing away. No, it's releasing. It's as effortless as breathing out. And then in that orientation, we then might find, what doesn't release and needs more care? more contact, more curiosity, more compassion. All right, enough talk. Please take your seat for meditation. Use these first minutes of meditation intentionally, sensing the field of your attention, and however your attention is and wherever it's tending to go. It's like giving your attention the time and the space to settle and gather and permeate the field of your experience. Letting, as if your attention is a kind of fine fog or mist, filling the world of your immediate sensory field, filling your consciousness, filling your body, filling the world. Your attention absorbing into your experience, filling the field of your experience with awareness. The natural, normal sensations of body sitting coming alive in awareness. The ebb and flow of your breath, filling with awareness. The natural expansion of the in-breath and the natural deflation of the out-breath. Enlivening in-breath, relaxing out-breath. Permeated by awareness. as much as possible on just letting this process of your attention soaking into the feel of sitting here. Letting it be a process of relaxing. Sensing and softening into being present. This is a process of letting go. As we relax tension, as we let breath follow its natural movement, as we keep leaving aside various unnecessary thoughts and ideas and plans and memories. It's as if we find that actually maybe the most natural condition in which to abide is one of our immediate experience being lit up by awareness. A sense of being naturally present, effortlessly present. A sense of a unified field of experience. Our body and mind and world are just one fluid process. Dance of sensation, the movement of breath, the flickering of thought, the sense of whatever time and space and objects appear and disappear. Just sitting and breathing, so there's nothing to do, so we relax. There's nothing to fix or change or undo, so relax. Nothing to attain, so relax. Nothing that should or shouldn't happen, so relax. Relax and be present. Relax into awakeness. Relax into the ordinary miracle of this breathing body, this awakened awareness. just sitting and just breathing, and infusing each moment with the simple intention, whatever arises, leave it alone. Whatever arises, relax around it. Whatever arises, let go of ideas of how it could be or should be different. Whatever arises, let it arise. Whatever passes, let it pass. And letting yourself taste the flavour of easeful presence. Nothing to hold on to. When we practice like this, when our meditation is a field of letting go, a field of letting be, a field of letting arise and pass. And then, on the one hand, we get this chance to taste the ease, the simplicity, the clarity, the peace of letting go. And on the other hand, we get to see what invites further inquiry, what wants to be felt into more. Where is your attention called to bring more care, more contact? If there's something obvious that calls your attention, some feeling state, some bodily tension, some painful memory, whatever it might be, then just let your attention gently, gently fill out into that experience. Just bringing a willingness to give it a kind of patient, curious attention. And if you're not sure, then try just entering more fully into your lower belly. Maybe the quality of letting go allows for a natural sense of deep depth, the openness and space down in your belly. Or maybe you find something more tentative, more contracted. One of my teachers wrote a book called Space Cruiser Inquiry. And the title refers to this capacity to direct our awareness wherever it's needed to explore the universe of immediate experience. Space cruiser, relaxed, spacious, cruising attention. And inquiry, going boldly into whatever needs our care and curiosity. Exploring the universe of immediate experience. Letting go really means just softening our grip. Allowing experience to have its freedom. Its arising nature, its expressing nature, and its passing nature. Letting go means relinquishing our neurotic control. It means stopping trying to get somewhere. Stopping trying to be someone. Stopping trying to do anything. And of course, we continue to act and move and speak and respond. We continue to live a dynamic and engaged and active life. And the feeling within it is of non-doing, non-going. Oh. So wherever we can, we just let go. And then we see what invites our inquiry, what needs our inquiry. And when we recognize tensions or pains or difficulties, rather than seeming problems, they seem like blessings. Oh, let me inquire here. Let me find out about this. This is the practice that's ongoing. It keeps opening up our lives. Keeps revealing more of the endless mystery, the ordinary miracle, the stuff of being human. This is the promise and the very real possibility of our practice. All right. The mystical smokiness that Margaret referred to during the meditation is just, the windows here face east, and I generally have the curtains closed, otherwise it would be too harsh, the light coming in from the side. But there's a little crack in the curtains, and just at the moment where the rising sun passes across that crack, it floods with sunlight, and it kind of bleaches out the screen a little. So there you go. All right, time for a few questions. Daily reminder of Dharma. Please feel free. We need you. We try to support you the best we can. The platform and teachers show up for that purpose. I love coming here and sharing with you all and sitting together. And I'd also be quite happy to just sit on my own in the morning, right? But no, we show up because we want to be of service, want to support you the best we can. And so then the request is, and the need actually for us to be able to keep doing this, is to please support us the best you can. So hence the invitation to offer dana, and that rather than being a kind of transactional support, it being really a mutual support. Dana is about the heart, right? As well, it's about the heart and the pocket. It's like, what do I feel moved to give, and what am I able to give? So whatever way that comes into alignment for you, whatever you feel able to give and wish to give, thank you for giving it. And here comes the link, which George will put in the chat. There we go. Look, we've got our timing very good now with that. So there's the link that George just posted. Thank you. All right, let's see. Questions. Kevin asks, does the witness have to go too? And then he answers himself, yes. So, yes, and yet it's hard to make sense of that and to speak about it. So there's a lot of benefit in just what we might call relaxing into the sense of witnessing, our awareness as the witness and experience coming and going. Right? And then at some point there's that sense what in the tradition is called turning the light of awareness around. Right? So first, our sense of, there's not even a sense of witness, it's just me and my experience, me and my experience. And then we realize, hold on, I can just settle into awareness, its comings and goings, and what we might call awareness or the witness offers some kind of stability, right? Oh, some just abiding as awareness. And the experience comes and goes. And then at some point, experience coming and going doesn't make so much waves, right? It's just breath, just sound, just thoughts, just stuff coming and going. And the witness, which seemed to be a stable and steady and reliable presence, we start to naturally feel, well, everything's just coming and going except the witness. Is the witness not coming and going? What is the witness? Who is the one that's knowing or witnessing? What is the witness? And that question cannot be answered. Nobody ever has managed to say, and nobody will ever manage to say, not you, not me, not the Buddha, not anyone, what that is, the very fact that we are here and conscious, what is it that's conscious? Anything you can say is going to be very clumsy. And yet, experientially, we can just find, that as the worlds of comings and goings get simpler and more fluid, then our interest quite naturally turns towards that which is witnessing, that which is the knowing. And then we might always say, what does it mean to let go of the witness? But there's no point trying to think about that in the abstract. But yes, within the context of meditation, right, you let go of that around that which is coming and going, that which is being witnessed, and then you start to notice the witness itself. Because the tendency is to think that the witness is me, right? That I am awareness. Is that true? So I don't think it's helpful it's not helpful to constellate the sense of self around awareness. I am awareness. But it's also not so helpful to push that away or deny it. I'm not awareness. You can't, the truth of what is aware cannot be encapsulated in either of those two statements. I am awareness. I'm not awareness. Neither are at work. So we have to enter into that sense of letting go of ideas, right? Letting go of identity, letting go of needing to have somewhere to land, something to constellate around. Letting go of ideas of what I am and am not. So, if that sounds confusing, let it go. And if it's helpful, well, so much the better. All right, let's have a look. What other questions are there? How do you inquire? Evelyn asks. So I tried to say a little bit about that, both at the beginning and at the meditation, right? You inquire not by thinking about, but by feeling more fully into. So an example is, I just let go and breathe, but I feel that I'm tight in my chest. So I can say, why am I tight in my chest? What do I do about it? No, just feel more fully into that tightness. And then the sense is there is thought. What's this remind me of? What does this feel like? But the thought is following. Awareness is leading. Feel into, feel tight. Actually, when I sense into it, I feel kind of young. I feel a bit scared. So you keep sensing into it. What am I scared of? I'm scared of relaxing. How come? What do I think will happen if I relax? Oh, I'll be defenseless. I'll be vulnerable. I'll be unsafe. Oh, okay. Well, so then you don't have to relax. That's okay. Just stay. Sense. Oh, what does that remind me of? Oh, yeah. It's like maybe there's a memory that goes with it. Like when I was young and one or other, difficult or threatening situation happened. Oh, yeah. It reminds me of that. So stay with the inquiry. So there's a current reality. It's totally fine to relax, and then there's the imprint from the past when I learned it's not okay to relax. Oh, so let me just keep sensing into that. Oh, I want to relax, but let me go very gently because I've got this historical imprint I'm noticing. It's not safe to relax. Oh, so that's inquiry. That's one example, right, of inquiry. How you inquire is by sensing more fully into what's happening and staying open to associations, memories, and particularly also feelings of insecurity or smallness or youngness or vulnerability. And really being very tender and caring. Most of the defences we have, most of the places we can't let go or are afraid to let go, are related to past conditioning where it didn't feel safe, to where we somehow learned I can't be at ease or I'm not okay, etc. Yeah. Okay. Claire asks, I became aware of how much I try to be in control of my meditation experience by directing my attention. Is it possible to let go of the intention to let go? Well, I would say you don't need to let go of the intention to let go. But what happens is seems like the intention to let go is actually, when we're honest, the intention to control, like you say, or to push away. So I just need to let go. No, that's not letting go. That's pushing away. Anupadana, the word the Buddha uses, it doesn't. The best translation is actually it's like softening the grip, releasing, not holding on. Literally, upadana means to grab or seize or grasp or cling. Anupadana, to non-clinging, non-grasping. So when we talk about letting go, we have the go. And that's not letting go, that's controlling, that's not non-clinging, that's resisting. So sometimes it's easier actually for us to think of not letting go, but letting be, letting come, letting go. So you don't need to let go of the intention to do that, but when you identify the control that's there in it, right, which is very common, and then soften the control, soften the control. So you're not trying to let go, you're allowing what comes to come, allowing what goes to go, allowing things to be natural, allowing breath to breathe. You're not controlling, you're not the one who's breathing, you're releasing the ideas about the ownership of and the identification with experience. Okay. Kaz says, leading go seems to lead to absence, not awareness. I think only, what kind of absence, Kaz? What kind of absence? There's different kinds of absence. There's a kind of sense of deficient absence, or kind of deficient absence, and there's also beautiful absence, a kind of peaceful absence, absence of drama, absence of tension, absence of control. So actually a lot of a sense of freedom and ease can be very much defined by absence. So you need to direct towards curiosity. Get to know the feel of absence. Maybe it's just absence of problem, absence of drama. Or maybe it's more a deficient sense of absence. There's nothing here for me, which then causes some kind of struggle or anxiety. Vanya, are you familiar with the poem She Let Go? No, I'm not. Sounds lovely. She Let Go by Sapphire Rose. All right, I'll check it out. Let me copy that. I'll check it out. Thank you, Vanya. How are we doing? Time for one more. Daniel, I noticed in myself reactivity and irritation with remarks to drop it and let go, like I was being asked to push away my problems and reject my feelings. At the same time, I noticed that when I could relax into my experience, I could really feel my feelings and it wasn't a rejection. Excellent. My mind has some tangles, yeah. Yeah, well, we tend to define ourselves by our tensions and dramas and miseries, Daniel, which isn't a very glamorous presentation of ourselves, but if we're honest, we say, oh, I just want to let go of my problems, but what we really notice is I kind of, I'm quite busy with, am I quite identified with my sense of problem? Oh, my problems, oh, I've got a lot going on, oh, I've got this difficulty, oh, this happened to me. So it's like, drop it. What? Who would I be without my dramas? Who would I be without my problems? Who would I be without my stories? My hard luck story? So the concern is that, who would I be without my hard luck story? Right? But the truth is, who I would be, I'd be at ease without my hard luck story. Yeah, I'd be free of drama without my hard luck story. But there's a whole layer which you were bumping into. There's a whole layer of resistance and indignation, right, to that. Irritation with the invitation to let go. How dare you try to make me let go of all the drama I've spent decades investing in and building up, etc. So yeah, good insight. There's resistance to letting go, and yet, like you say, when I could relax into my experience, I can just relax. Letting go in that way doesn't mean pushing away. It doesn't. It means just having the space to be much more intimate with experience, but without being tangled up with it, without being contracted around it. Yeah. Very good. All right, friends, let's perhaps there could be a course on inquiry. Caroline says, yeah, perhaps there could. Did I do a course on inquiry, the art of inquiry? I think I may have done once, at least a day of practice. So if you look somewhere in the Sangha Live archive, I think you'll find something called the art of inquiry, which may have been a course or may have been a day of practice. Talking of courses, I've got a new course at Sangha Live happening next month called What the Buddha Really Taught. And the idea is to kind of present a sort of cartography of core Dharma teachings, those famous lists, the 3 thises and the 4 that's, and how they interrelate and how they link up and how that map can really help us kind of orientate to our understanding of experience and our freer relationship of experience. And just before we finish, because I noticed that Martin has been asking a question every day and I haven't ever gotten to it. So, Martin, when we were talking about heart, don't worry about the heartbeat. When we talk about the sensing the heart's relationship, I'm not really meaning the physical heart and the boom, 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 but more just the sense of kind of life experienced as an openness in this whole area. Right? So don't be concerned that you find it difficult to feel your heartbeat. Sometimes people do feel their heartbeat in meditation, and when it happens, it's often more of annoying than anything else. Right? So we do the heart. If you're going to have a sense of being in the heart or inquiring into the heart or meeting life with the heart, just have a sense of a just of soft, warm presence here. That's to say, what would it mean to feel body sitting in a heartful way? It's like, what would it mean for the heart to be receiving sounds, receiving sensations? So the heart as a kind of openness in the chest area rather than the physical heart. Yeah. So it's not, when I'm saying that, I'm not meaning the heart as an organ. I'm meaning the heart as an energetic center. Just like the belly is an energetic center of embodied presence. Heart is an energetic center of loving presence. Head is an energetic center of clear presence. Yes. All right. Thank you, friends. If there are more questions that I haven't managed to get to, just bring them back tomorrow and we'll do it all again. Yeah. All right. Thank you. See you tomorrow.